nerves, right? Nerves are physical. They're in your body. You're nervous. What's cool about this one is it's not what you would imagine, but when you are nervous, there's something happening in your body. The nervousness is a feeling that indicates danger, but it means there is danger in being your most self. It indicates your most self won't be expressed or it won't be appreciated the way you expect. Your most self is the self you are when you don't have an audience. Your most self is the part of you that works hard, knows what it's doing, and is really good at it. This part of you is more than anyone sees on a daily basis. It is the part of you that will generate a good result every time. Getting acquainted with what makes you nervous will show you the part of you that would shine if you allowed it to. So this is a good indicator of your most self. Nervousness is a good indicator of your most self. That's not all that it indicates, but it can definitely tell you how close you are to your most self. When you apply for a position or are about to perform in some way, your nervousness should tell you that your true self, your most self, is about to be seen in the world. In this moment, you have the opportunity to project the shining part of your soul in a way that possesses the audience. You possess them in your soul. It's why people say sometimes in slang, I don't know if you guys have ever heard this, it's like, ooh, he owned you on that. Okay, good, everybody. That's a literal interpretation of what's happening. You're owning those people in your soul when you are expressing your most self, and they are captivated by that most self. Here's how that works. When we experience ourselves as the top dog, even if we're in our own imagination, it's like saying we own all the other dogs under our topness. This is not a bad thing so long as we acquire this ownership in a way that makes people feel bigger when they're with you than when they're without you. We will be able to tell this when these individuals are with us. If they make us feel their own sense of purpose, like I feel that each one of you has purpose. I know each one of you has a purpose. My knowing that about you actually increases my own image of myself. Okay? How I have that written here, though, is it if they make us feel their own sense of purpose, then they will magnify our sense of who we are. In other words, we are looked up to because we cause in people a sense of being more than when they experience the world when we're not around. This kind of experience creates nervousness because ultimately we are afraid we cannot live up to the feelings of other people. Mainly the reason this is part of the 7 self-checks is that when you are experiencing nervousness, you know that you're about ready to show your most self. Okay? So I'm not going to get someone to volunteer on this one, but I am on the next one, and I want to get that volunteer before I actually talk about it. I think I want you for this one. You knew it too, didn't you? You did. Okay.
The recently released book, What to Do When You're Dead, a former atheist interviews the source of infinite being, is a fascinating dialogue between the creator of the universe and the author, Sondra Sneed, who has been in her life to hell and back. Imagine finding out that you may hold the secret to man's survival and that your work is already recorded in the book of life. Well, it's happened to Sondra Sneed, and you get a front row seat to the life of a reluctant messenger bringing forth a message that could save humankind if human beings are willing to listen. Join Sondra Sneed as she takes you on a journey of what to do when you're dead at sondrasneed.com. That's SONDRASNEED.com.